Welcome to this video lecture. In this lecture, we are going to learn how to evaluate Z transforms for specifically trigonometric functions. So let us start the lecture. First, to begin with, the Z transform definition for a sequence f of n, it is defined as summation n equal to 0 to infinity f of n z power minus n, and of course it is denoted by capital F of z. So in order to calculate Z transform for trigonometric functions, basically we need the result of Z transform for a cosine of n theta and sine of n theta. So the first problem is to evaluate Z transform of cos n theta and sine n theta. So let us see how to evaluate this. For this, let us consider Z transform of e power I n theta. Now, why do we have to consider e power I n theta for this? Because we all know e power I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. Similarly, e power I n theta will be cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So, we will get the answers of these two from here. So, that's why we start from here. And this z of e power I n theta can be written as e power I theta the whole power n. See, rewrite this as e power I theta the whole power n. And compare this with your Z transform of a power n, which is the basic result which we would have done in the first class of Z transform. So Z of a power n, we know it's a famous result Z by Z minus a. So using this formula, Z transform of e power I theta whole power n will be Z by Z minus e power I theta. See, comparing with this a here in the place of a, you have here e power I theta. So Z by Z minus a, where a is e power I theta. Now in the next step, write this e power I theta is as cos theta plus I sin theta. We all know that. And so this is cos theta plus I sin theta. Now taking the negative sign inside, Z minus cos theta minus I sin theta. And since the complex term is there in the denominator, usually we multiply and divide by the conjugate. So the conjugate of this term is Z minus cos theta plus I sin theta, multiplying, dividing by the conjugate. And now the numerator will become Z into Z minus cos theta plus Z into I sin theta divided by, now look at the denominator, it is a minus b into a plus b. So it is a minus b into a plus b, so it is a squared minus b squared formula. And so that's why you have Z minus cos theta square minus b square. B square means I square sin square theta. And now in the next step, this has been expanded. A minus b whole square. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. So using that formula. And I square will be minus 1. So this becomes plus sin square theta. And when you look at this is cos square plus sin square, which will be 1. So it will be replaced as 1 here. But in the left side, actually what we have Z power e power I n theta, which we can replace as Z power e power I n theta can be written as cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So Z of e power I n theta will be Z transform of cos n theta plus I sin n theta. This is the left hand side. Right hand side, whatever we have here. So let us substitute that. See, this is the right hand side. We have substituted, just cos square plus sin square has become 1. Now let us separate this Z of cos n theta plus I into Z of sin n theta. Similarly here, Z into Z minus cos theta by the denominator plus I into Z sin theta by the denominator, separating as a real and imaginary part. So here, comparing or equating the real part, you have the answer of Z of cos n theta as this, Z into Z minus cos theta by Z square minus 2Z cos theta plus 1. So this is the answer for Z transform of cos n theta. Similarly, equating the imaginary parts, here we have Z sin n theta will be Z sin theta divided by Z square minus 2Z cos theta plus 1. So this is the result for Z transform of the cosine and the sine function. So this is the basic result which we should remember to proceed further. So remember this result. Now let us go to the second problem. Determine Z of r power n cos n theta and Z of r power n sin n theta. Now let us take the first one, z transform of r power n into cos n theta. We can make use of this property, z transform of a power n into f of n. Whenever we have a power n attached to a function, a power n can be removed, but the final answer will become, instead of f of z, it will become f of z by a. That is, z will go to z by a. So that's what we are going to use here. So we shall remove this r power n. So the final answer will be z of cos n theta. But since r power n is removed, using this property, z goes to z by r. See here, instead of a, here you have r. So z goes to z by r. Now what is z of cos n theta? Just now we have evaluated the result for z of cos n theta. So let us substitute that answer. Z of cos n theta is z into z minus cos theta. So this answer we are substituting here by this. And so this is z transform of cos n theta, wherein we have to apply the limit now. Z goes to z by r. So here we have to replace z as z by r. See here, that's what we have done. Z by r. So all the z terms will become z by r. And just taking LCM and simplifying, you get this answer. Similar way, we can do z transform of r power n sin n theta. See, r power n can be removed. So this is going to be z transform of sin n theta. But whenever we remove r power n, this adjustment we have to do according to the property z goes to z by r. And z transform of sin n theta from problem 1 we had evaluated. This is the answer. So let us substitute that answer here. Z transform of sin n theta from problem 1. And we have to apply z tends to z by r. So this limit alone we have to apply now. Z goes to z by r. So all the z transformed we have changed to z by r. And my simple simplification will give you this result. Now let us do another problem. Find z transform of omega t. So when we have t format, we have already seen t should be transformed to n into capital T, where this capital T is the time gap and which will be a constant. So let us first transform this variable t, time function t, as n into capital T. See here we have changed. Now in this z transform of sine omega nt, we have to make use of z transform of sine function. So let us take and write the z transform of sine n theta, which we already got from problem 1. This is the answer. See, now compare these two. See, comparing these two. Here you have n, here you have n. So what do you have in the place of theta? In the place of theta, you have the coefficient of n here, that is omega into t. So theta will be omega t. So that's what we need to substitute. So in this answer, substitute theta as omega t. See here, in the place of theta, we have substituted omega t. So this is going to be the final answer. Now let us do another problem. Evaluate z transform of cos squared t. When you have cos squared t, first we should replace as multiples of cosines using the formula. So the basic formula which you all know, that is cos squared theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. So making use of that formula, cos squared t is first replaced as 1 plus cos 2t by 2. And now replacing the variable t, time function variable t, as n into capital T. See, this t is replaced as n into capital T. So we have written like this, and taking this half outside since it's a constant, and taking z inside and making use of the linear property, it is z transform of the first term plus z transform of the second term. Now z transform of 1 is z by z minus 1. It's a basic function which we have already done in the first class of z transform itself. So this is z of 1, which is z by z minus 1. Now look at the second term. We have to make use of z transform of cos n theta. So this is the answer of z transform of cos n theta, which we already evaluated in problem 1. So let us compare these two. That is here these two. See here n into theta. So here n into 2t. So what do you have in the place of theta? In the place of theta, here you have 2t. See, that's what we have written here. So in the final answer, instead of theta, here you have to replace theta as 2t. So this is the answer. In the place of theta, you should write 2 into t. And the first term is z of 1. See, z of an answer is z by z minus 1. And this is the answer of the second term using this formula where theta is 2t. So this is the final answer for z transform of cos squared t. Yeah. So moving on to the last problem. Estimate the z transform of sine of n pi by 3 plus pi by 2. So when you have term like this, first we should make use of sine a plus b, or sometimes you may have cosine of a minus b, like that. So accordingly you should make use of the basic trigonometric formula. So here this is of the form sine of a plus b. So we are making use of sine of a plus b formula, which is sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. So first transform this z transform of sine of n pi by 3 plus pi by 2 using the sine a plus b formula. So it is z transform of sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. So here a means n pi by 3, b means pi by 2. So making use of this a and this b, using this formula, we have rewritten this term using this formula like this. And now let us substitute what is cos pi by 2, 0, and sin pi by 2, 1. So these two are values we will get, which we can substitute. Cos pi by 2, 0, sin pi by 2, 1. So when we substitute these two basic values, here you will have z transform of cosine n pi by 3, because this term will become 0 and this sin pi by 2 is 1. So only you have this term. So z transform of cos n pi by 3. And z transform of cos n theta, we know the answer. See, z transform of cos n theta is here, z into z minus cos theta by this. So using this formula for z transform of cos n pi by 3, here theta is pi by 3. See, z transform of cos n theta answer is this. So where here theta is pi by 3. So in this answer, we should substitute theta as pi by 3. So that's what we have written here. See here, using this formula where theta is pi by 3. Theta is pi by 3. We have written the answer. And now let us substitute what is the value of cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is going to be half. Sin 30 equal to cos 60 equal to half. So just substituting cos pi by 3 is half. You have this term, and the simplification will give you the final answer. Yeah, so this is how you have to do z transform of cosine and sine functions. So I think you would have understood how to evaluate z transform of trigonometric functions using the concepts what we had learnt in all these problems. Try to solve these two problems. Z transform of sine cube, here you may have to use sine cube theta formula, and here you have to use cos a plus b formula. Thank you.